Hi, this is Esther Moorhead for QTV News in Key West. We're here with Derek. How are you today, Derek?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Good. Thank you for asking. Derek owns Treetop Inn here in Key West, and we were going to talk to him a little about how this year's been doing with all the hurricane scares and the evacuations and that kind of thing. How's business been down here? How have you been affected?
Well, everything was going really well up until the beginning of hurricane season started with Hurricane Charlie. Once Hurricane Charlie came through, it put quite a damper on everything. A lot of our guests in the summertime are South Floridians. So you can well imagine that anywhere from the Panhandle on down, people just aren't coming. Yeah. So it put quite a damper on it. The guest house has been pretty much empty, except an occasional guest here and there over the past several weekends. So.
Did you evacuate yourself, or did you stick it out? Where'd you go?
My partner and I went to Alabama, northeast Alabama, for Hurricane Ivan.
Which Ivan actually ended up hitting Alabama. Mm-hmm. How was Bike Weekend last weekend? Was that good for you?
Well, it was great. I actually don't own the Treetop Inn. I manage it. Okay. And there are two other gentlemen that do, and they live in New Hampshire in the summer. They also own 5 vacation homes here, and all of our properties were completely full for the 3 days. Well, actually beginning Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and through Sunday night. So that was really good. But then, of course, everyone went home.
Yeah, I know. But hopefully they'll keep coming back. We don't have any more hurricanes on the horizon right now. And we've got Fantasy Fest coming up. How do you think we're going to do for Fantasy Fest this year?
From what I've heard from some of my friends that live across the Southeast that always come every year, everyone's still planning to come. No one has canceled with any of our properties, and they're all completely full. We have a 7-night stay over Fantasy Fest. And from what I've heard from other innkeepers and property owners, everything is still going really well. So.
That's awesome. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, Fantasy Fest raises a lot of money for AIDS Help down here. What are you looking forward to at Fantasy Fest? Any specific plans to play yet?
Well, several friends of mine and I always do the walking parade. It's every Friday. I think it starts at 4 o'clock. And it's a good opportunity for people to dress up in groups and things. So we're all doing Indians this year. And you walk and you go from guest house to guest house, and they give you a cocktail, and a lot of people meet that Friday afternoon on their balconies, on the street, and have little parties and watch the parade go by. That's probably my favorite thing because it's a very locals event. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for being with us today,
welcome.
Derek. For QTV News, this is Esther Moorhead in Key West. Take care.